Well, on to some movie and TV talk. Did you look at this week's Power?
Yes.
And yes, Famous is finally dead.
Well, I
Now,
figured that.
who do you think? Well, first of all, before I go ask that question, what did you think that episode?
Like all of them bullshit.
Yes.
My
Mhm.
thing is, my thing is, how long have Famous been going? Would you say a month, 2 months?
Yeah.
2 months. Now he was the flashiest drug dealer in the neighborhood.
No, you mean Unique,
I mean,
not
unique. That's
Famous.
what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, unique. How long he been going? A month, 2 months, maybe.
Yes.
So if he's the flashiest drug dealer in the neighborhood, everybody should know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
So he runs up on the little dude, and the little dude don't say nothing, just taking his orders.
Right. Right. And like you said, the little guy would already know him from the neighborhood, and he would have told Kanan about it. That
Right, but
famous
but
rock.
he's running around the streets with no mask on or nothing, chilling. Somebody should have saw him by now.
Right.
And the one guy that came and went up on him was like, "I'm about to take her out because she tried to kill me." This and that. It's stupid. They just going left with it because he should already know that was his brother. That had nothing to do with her.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then on top of that, the guy he was talking to, that guy is in the game, and he knew who Unique was. How did he know Unique ain't gonna tell the girl ain't gonna tell somebody that she saw him?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they making him like a damn ghost or something, like a boogie, the hood boogeyman or some shit like
Mm,
that. But he's a hood boogeyman, but the boogeyman is out in broad daylight, walking around in the
yeah.
neighborhood, and nobody knows who he is just because he got a hoodie on.
And when his baby mom ran up on the girl and was like, "You putting this money in here?" And when she said no, why would I do that? Automatically, Bell should go, "Well, oh shit, we never saw Unique's body, so maybe Unique's still alive."
Right.
They never saw his body, so why everybody just assume he dead?
Mm-hmm. And what else went on in on this episode? I don't really remember anything else. I know damn Kanan is well, he always was an asshole, but he's a complete asshole. I don't even know why people even would talk to him.
And that's what he's sitting there crying about Famous being dead, and that was my best friend and all that. But you treated him like shit.
Right, right. And that was his crib. Remember that was his
Yep.
crib, and he just like
Yep.
overtook the damn crib or whatever.
Pretty much told you to get out your own crib.
Yep. And then
And we ain't partners no more. You work for me.
uh-huh. Yeah, he's like an asshole. Not to mention how he killed a jukebox girlfriend with the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on the episode? Oh, here's a question I want to ask you. Now, who do you think killed Famous?
His mom.
See, I think it was Marvin, and this is where Marvin gets killed at the end of the season.
It could
See,
have
I
been
thought
it
it
could
was
have been Marvin because they making Marvin out to be this like out of control crazy person too. Now he
right,
just killing people left and right all the time.
and he's playing both sides of the fence, like taking meetings and all that stuff
Mm-hmm.
without Rock.
Yep.
And like he had went and killed the Asian guy. She didn't tell him to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Did yeah,
He also killed the guy that Italian guy sent him to. He was supposed to just threaten him or whatever and rough him up, and then he wound up killing him.
yep.
And then he turned
Mm-hmm.
around and just killed the girl husband that pushed his daughter.
Right, right. So yeah, I'm thinking it's Marvin and maybe Kanan shoot Marvin or something like that, or Unique shoot him, one or the other, one or the other. And how you like what's the other brother name? Damn, his name escaped me that quick. Uh, the girl first the girl they ain't like each other. Then all of a sudden they laying in bed with each other.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was him. She was on him from the door, but he ain't want nothing to do with her. Next thing you know,
Mm,
he fucking waxing that ass.
right. And hey, he discovered the Wu-Tang Clan. Anything else on the episode?
I just think it's stupid, but
Uh,
I still watch it.
Hey, I only look at it so we can talk about it on here. I think it's more funny us talking about it. Anything else on the episode?
No.
Anything else TV wise?
Uh, I haven't been watching shit.
Same.
I watched The Naked and Afraid. You should probably watch it. You'll get a kick out of that episode.
Hmm.
That's the one where the guy needed. You the one I was telling about? He needed water.
No.
Okay, so it's like a. I guess he would be like a little Asian, a Filipino, or something like that. He's like, I need water. I can't. When they first got there, he was happy. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna work hard, this and that. About 20 minutes in after cutting bamboo to make a bed, he like, I'm done. I can't do work no more. I need some water. So the whole season, he's sitting around, whole series, he's sitting around on his ass. I need water. I need water. So they got like a little spot.
Pause. Is this two people still right on the
Yes,
island
yes,
together?
two
Okay,
people.
go ahead.
So they got a little hole where they can get water from, and they got fishing in there. And the girl caught like some crawfish, and she caught like little fish, and she's like, I got food, and he wasn't even happy about it. He's like, whatever. I said I would have gave him none. She was like, yeah, he could be a little excited, but he wasn't even happy. He's like, yeah, it's not really that much food. I just need some water. You know what I mean? He's talking about I need to be at 100% hydrated mode before I could do anything. She's like, you're not making sense. You're never going to be here. This is a survival situation. You're never going to be at 100%. So they trying to sleep. She can't sleep on the bamboo, tossing and turning is like hard as shit. So she's like, in the morning, we got to go somewhere else. We need to push on and move on. He didn't want to leave the spot that they had. He slept like a baby too on that bamboo. He didn't care because you know how we are. When you trying to crash, we just crash.
Right.
But the girl's complaining and stuff. So they push out, and she's like, if we push out and we find something better and we don't have no water there, I'll come back every day and get some water to the old spot. It's like a mile and a half, 2 miles away from where they wind up going. So she found a beach, and she wasn't getting no sleep the whole time at the other spot. She found a beach, and on the beach she was like, "Oh my god, this is so soft," and then it had no bugs or nothing. So she finally slept like a baby and got her fucking 8-9 hours of sleep. So in the
Mm-hmm.
morning he's like, "Yeah, I need some water," and you said you would go back every day to get some water. So she's like, "Yeah, I did say that." So she said the only problem is he drinks everything. So she went back, she got a bucket of water, and she filled 4 bamboos a stick with water and brought it back. And my man just guzzling everything. So they got to arguing because she didn't want to go back no more. And he's like, we should have stayed at the other spot. I just need water, this and that. I was like, oh my God, this shit is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, the girl made the fire. The girl caught all the fish. The girl went and got the water. So he pretty much just sat on his ass talking about I need water. And they chewing his ass up on Reddit too.
Yeah. Anything else on the TV?
I don't know if I watched Daredevil this week. I know I've been trying to keep up with Daredevil.
I didn't watch it this week either.
Yeah, TV is a little dry for me right now. I ain't really been nothing out.
Right. That's why I always just ask you
Mm-hmm.
what you've been watching. Anything else?
Nothing I can think of. I ain't really watched shit.
What about movies? Any movies you looked at?
Movies. I can't think of anything.
Mhm. Well, I looked at Boy Kills World. Boy Kills World was it was about it was this kid, and he was hearing impaired. So the his family got killed, and one of the like neighborhood gurus had took care of him and taught him like martial arts and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he trained him to kill like the top people, the people. There was like a dictator that was like threatening the people and all that stuff. So he
Mm-hmm.
trained the kid. The your boy played the kid. What's the character on the boys? Homelander's son.
Mm-hmm.
Homelander's son was the kid, and he grew up or whatever, and he trained him to kill like the dictator, and the dictators had like killed his family, so he like pretty much trained him to like kill his family or whatever. Now he's hearing impaired, so he doesn't speak throughout the whole movie. It's like other people are like talking to him and all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. He can read lips
Did you like
and
it?
follow direction. My only negative is oh, by the way, the only reason why I watched it is because Cuz Creep put that on his top 10 movie list for 2024.
Mm-hmm.
He the one that also put Transformers 1 on his top movies of
Mm-hmm.
2024 list. My only negative about Boys Kills World is I don't like that comedy and while in the middle of a battle and all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff, somebody there to bust jokes and this and that. A lot of action in it. A good action movie. Other than that, you can put it on your list and watch it whenever. I wouldn't tell you to go out and watch it as soon as possible, but you can put it on your list just for the action. There's a lot of good action in it, but it's that comedy I don't really like. But
Mm-hmm.
other than that, I'll give it a good 7. I'll give it a good 7.
Okay, that's a good reading.
Oh, and there's a twist too at the end. I'm not gonna give you the twist,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a twist. The plot that I just told you really is not really the plot because there's like
Mm-hmm.
more to it. But if I tell you it, it'll be like giving it away to you.
Okay.
I also watched Love, Lies, and Bleeding. Did you see that? You ain't see.
No.
All right, it's about this bodybuilder, this female bodybuilder. Well, first of all, it was about this girl. The girl ran the gym. Come to find out that her father was like the type that like owned the whole town, and
Mm-hmm.
he like owned the town, and he was also like doing criminal stuff also. But she like the type that didn't like her father and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So she befriended the female bodybuilder, and they had a gay relationship. And the girl, she had came into town and started working for his restaurant. And so she was like, "Yeah, I work for." But to her, the father was like a nice dude or whatever. And so she was like, "Yeah, I work at the restaurant." She's like, "Oh no, you can't work there anymore." Like telling about her father or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So the bodybuilder was training to be in this competition in Las Vegas. So they got her on steroids. Right. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
so when a bodybuilder came into town, she had slept with a man for money, for some money to have in her pocket or whatever. So she got with the girl. Just so happens that the man that she slept with was the girl's brother-in-law. So the brother-in-law is abusive to the sister or whatever. So he beat the sister up and put her in the hospital. So the bodybuilder roid raged and killed him. And they buried him, and they buried him. It wasn't they didn't really bury him. They like made the car go off a bridge into a cave. And so now they living like, oh, how what's going to happen and all that stuff. How we going to tell and everything like that. So they all kept it a secret. And she said, oh, they going to find out because it was other bodies in that cave. And so she continues on the body build, and she continues on to take steroids. So she completely roid rages again, and she roid rages again, and then goes to the competition in Vegas, whatever. Then she had a roid rage attack, and she threw up and all that stuff, and she started beating up the other female bodybuilders, and she lost her bodybuilding. So the father had found her walking down the street, because he knows about the murder, that they had something to
Mm-hmm.
do with the murder of the brother-in-law. So he had told her to kill his daughter. So of course she goes there. Of course, she didn't do it because love and all that stuff. So the daughter found out that the father had put her up to killing her. So they had went and killed the father. Uh Watchable movie. Watchable movie. Nothing exciting for make you to go run out and see it.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. I give it maybe a good 5.5. It ain't really it's okay. It ain't really worth,
Mm-hmm.
breaking your neck to see. And that's the only movies I seen for the week.
Uh,
Oh, I finally watched all of the Honorable Shyne. Um I already knew the story anyway, so I was like watching like 20 minutes here, 10 minutes here,
mm-hmm.
a couple of minutes before I go to work and stuff like that. So I just took my time with it. I just find his story so damn weird, and people just don't talk about how weird that is. I believe all this stuff was all in the plan. Not him going to jail and all that stuff, but I think the plan was for him to all come back to Belize and become the prime minister already
Mm-hmm.
from the jump. Because look, he became famous, and I don't believe that the father just didn't give a shit about him. I believe he was hidden or whatever, but I believe that he was pretty much just giving them money and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a lot, but it was enough money for to
Right.
have whatever. But I believe they say like, look, he became famous, and when all of a sudden when it boils down, he's going to go to Belize and become the prime minister. I think it's just weird how he talked about shooting in the crowd, where the lady's been saying that from the jump that Puffy shot her.
Yep.
And he just like steadfast talking about how he shot the gun and all that stuff. And the woman always said she been saying that from the jump and still saying that it
Mm-hmm.
was Puffy that shot her. So it was just all a weird story to me.
Yep. Exactly what it is.
And like you talked about before about how now Puffy supposedly railroading him and all that stuff, and he hated him. He gets out of jail and he started bouncing and jumping on stage with Puff.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden he don't like the guy because of all these accusations and all that stuff. To me, you already know what type of guy he was already from the jump anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, it was kind of a weird story there, but
A lot of bullshit.
yeah, uh-huh. Do you want to make another comment about the Shine documentary? Because you
Mm-mm.
talked about it before, but
Mm-mm.
all right. Well, all right, y'all. Thanks for listening. You can reach us on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and subscribe to our, I said YouTube already, Instagram at P&L Judgementals, Instagram at the two underscores judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgmentals@gmail.com. So, all right, Phil.
All right. Peace out.